Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from PhoneBunch and today we are unboxing the Coolpad Dazen X7. I don't know whether you can see this nice design on this box. It's similar to what we see on the phone's back as well. We already took a hands-on overview of the device at the launch event. Now this comes with a 5.2-inch 1080p Super AMOLED display. You have a MediaTek MT6595 octa-core processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage which you can expand with a micro SD card. This is a 4G LTE device, supports both FDD LTE and TDD LTE bands of India. So let's open up the box to see what exactly we get inside. Now the major focus here is on the camera. You have a 13 megapixel rear camera with optical image stabilization. So you can see right there, that's a Coolpad Dazen X7, which will be coming to Snapdeal for Rs 18,000 come June 9th. The box has very nice construction. You can see that it's made of plastic here. You have a SIM ejector tool there. Now this phone is made up of glass and metal completely. Very nice build. You have a 1 amp charger and the micro USB data syncing and charging cable over here. There's strangely no documentation over here. You might get that in the retail box. This is a review unit. So folks, this is the new Coolpad Dazen X7. We already have an unboxing of the Dazen 1, the budget oriented 4G LTE device. You can have a look at that. 5.2 inches of gorgeous Super AMOLED display. On the right, you have the power lock and unlock button as well as the SIM card slots. Now, in the hands-on overview, I said that the buttons didn't have good travel, and that's not the case with this review unit. So it might have been an issue with that hands-on device. Now, I'll just show you the SIM card slots here. So you have a micro SIM card slot here. You can see that right up top. Now, this is a dual SIM device, but the second SIM card slot is a nano SIM card slot, and it's a hybrid one. So you can either use a nano SIM or you can expand storage up to 32 gigs with a micro SD card. So it's your choice on that front. At the top, 3.5 audio jack, secondary noise cancellation mic. You can see those bands to retain network connectivity. Complete metal construction over here. Front and back are Corning Gorilla Glass. You have the volume rocker again on the left. And you can see it is quite raised, has very good feedback, unlike the one that we had at the launch event. And you can see it right here. You have the speakerphone at the bottom, microphone right there and the micro USB port. Now here the design issues still remain. Those look a bit ugly there. Now let me just remove this plastic sheet. So you have a screen guard pre-applied on the back cover. Very nice to see that, really. And you have that very striking design at the back. I don't know whether you can see that or not. You have a 13 megapixel rear camera, Sony IMX214 sensor, dual tone LED flash, and complete glass back over here. Excellent solid construction over here. This phone weighs in at about 141 grams and is just 6.5 mm thick. And even with that, there's a 2700 milliamp hour non-removable battery on the inside. Now we started booting up the device. You can see the Coolpad and Android logos. Let's talk about the front. So you have a 5 megapixel camera right up top, proximity and light sensors. You have a notification LED right up top as well. And you have on-screen buttons on the device. A 5.2-inch Full HD 1080p Super AMOLED display, again a first in this price bracket. So CoolUI has booted up. I'll come back after setting it up. So folks, here's the default launcher we have booted here. You can see that rock wallpaper functionality. It changes wallpapers, it adds effects to wallpapers. If you just shake the phone, you have a notification quick toggles right up top. It's very reminiscent of MIUI. And right after the first boot, you can see we have about 1.3 gigs of RAM free right now out of the 2 gig RAM available on the device. There is no separate app drawer. All apps are present in folders or different home screens. And we are running Android 4.4.2 on the device with CoolUI 6 on top. So even in terms of KitKat, we are a version behind. 16 gigs of storage, out of which about 12 gigs is available. You can change the default storage location, so I believe apps should be movable to the external SD card. USB OTG is also supported on the device. We checked that out at the hands-on from the event. You can see it right there. I'll play a 1080p video for you. You can skip between the tracks, increase, decrease volume and brightness. Now the speakerphone here is very loud. There's no distortion at full volume as well, but we'll definitely check out in greater detail. Now let's come to this gorgeous display. It has excellent color reproduction, slightly oversaturated, but actually looks really neat. No distortion in brightness or colors when you tilt this display. Very wide viewing angles. It's a Super AMOLED panel. Great looking colors, excellent touch response over here. Now coming to the camera, you have a 13 megapixel rear camera, Sony IMX214 sensor. It takes images really quickly. You can see that right here. Moreover, you have optical image stabilization. So focusing is quick over here. Low light imaging should also be good. Moreover, images did turn out quite well with good color reproduction. You have Pro mode available, so you can go ahead and customize white balance, exposure, ISO, shutter speed, and even focus manually as well. You can switch between different modes very quickly. Overall, it's a very smooth camera interface. The front-facing 5 megapixel camera also takes decent shots. You can see right there quite a lot of detail, and it's in focus as well. Now the default launcher here is similar to other Chinese vendors. No separate app drawer. You can increase or decrease the number of home screens. All apps are present on different home screens as well. You can add widgets. Here's your task manager. You can kill all tasks readily as well. And here there's something new. You have some quick toggles available here. Moreover, you can increase or decrease brightness from here too. Not that useful, a bit redundant as well. Now you can completely hide the navigation tray and just swipe from the bottom to bring it up again. Swipe from the top to bring your notifications as well as quick toggles. You can even arrange their position. Now there are some gestures baked in as well. You have double tap to wake. I'll just show that to you, and actually works very fine. Moreover, you can go ahead and draw several characters to open up different apps. And then there's multi-window or dual window, whatever you want to call it. You can use two apps at the same time. Coming to web browsing, it's pretty smooth. I tested out PhoneBunch and a few other websites as well. You can see right here, text and images do take slightly longer to render, but scrolling is very smooth as is pinch to zoom. Touch response from this display is truly excellent. Very smooth web browsing over here. Even in terms of general usage as well as touch response, this phone doesn't falter. You can see right there, every touch is recognized. Apps open up at the blink of an eye as if they were loaded in the background. So this phone actually performs quite well with the MT6595 octa-core CPU. Moreover, RAM management seems to be pretty good even after opening so many apps. If I just go back to Chrome, you can see it's not reloaded. So multitasking seems fine. Overall performance is very slick on this device. Well folks, that was our unboxing and quick hands-on overview of the Coolpad Dazen X7. Priced at Rs 18,000. It might seem a bit premium, but given the great build quality of the device, 2700 mAh battery on the inside, even with such a thin 6.5mm profile, complete glass and metal construction, a Super AMOLED display, moreover you have a camera with optical image stabilization, well, the pricing seems just about right. Yes, there are a few issues with design over here. The chamfered edges do feel slightly sharp. The buttons, however, have no issues at all. So we'll definitely check out how this phone performs in day-to-day usage. We're going to check out its camera as well and see if it's worth the price. Stay tuned to PhoneBunch.com for the latest in mobile technology. We will be back with more on the Dazen X7. If you have any particular questions about this device so that we can include them in the review, please mention those. Do hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.